Now to Palestine, Gaza. Gaza is sinking deeper into a humanitarian crisis every day. Aid is drying up, camps are overflowing, and in the latest, a new health crisis is appearing. All this leaving millions on the edge of survival. We tell you more.
The humanitarian situation in Gaza Strip is worsening by the day. The flow of aid trucks entering the enclave has sharply declined in recent weeks. Data from the United Nations indicates that daily aid deliveries have dropped to around 60 trucks. It is a significant fall from previous levels and far below what is required to sustain the population. This comes at a time when hundreds of thousands remain completely dependent on humanitarian assistance for food, water, and basic supplies. On the ground, the impact is devastating. Displaced families are struggling to survive with shrinking rations and little to no access to alternative sources of income. For many, this is not just about shortages, it is about total collapse of livelihoods.
The closure of the crossing affects us greatly because aid decreases and so does food. The food parcel we receive is not enough for the whole month, but we rely on it because we have no other source of income.
They say in the news that the crossings are open, but these are all lies. The world is hearing pure lies. The crossings are only open for about 50 trucks. That is not enough. Before the war, between 600 and 1,000 trucks entered daily, and even that did not meet the needs.
Voices from inside the camps speak of severe food insecurity, with supplies that no longer last through the month and aid distribution that has become increasingly irregular. Even more alarming is the growing health crisis. Humanitarian groups warn that the situation has moved beyond hunger into a full-blown sanitation emergency. Overcrowded camps, limited access to clean water, and restrictions on essential supplies are fueling the spread of disease. The International Committee of the Red Cross has flagged serious concerns, pointing to rising waste management issues, untreated sewage, and a surge in pest infestations across the territory.
So let's be clear, not enough humanitarian assistance is entering Gaza, not enough essential goods. Right now we're seeing essentially a sanitation crisis across the Gaza Strip, right? You see an increase in pests like rodents, like insects. We have issues in terms of addressing sewerage, waste. When you have limits on what is able to be brought into Gaza to address some of these solutions.
The World Health Organization reports that more than 17,000 cases of illnesses linked to rodents and parasites have been recorded among displaced populations this year alone. This is a crisis that is no longer just about conflict. It is about survival in conditions that continue to deteriorate, with aid falling short and an entire population left facing hunger, disease, and uncertainty with no clear end in sight.